Getting the facts and tracking storms across Abilene, Brownwood, and the Big Country. This is K-Texas This Morning, broadcasting in high definition.
8 people detained in the search for a bank robber want to clear their names. That's after they say police were unnecessarily rough with them. And the vote on abortion laws in the Texas House, we have the latest. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for waking up early with us for K-Texas This Morning. 6 a.m. now, Thursday, July 1st. Amari Cockrell. We go to meteorologist Chelsea Humphrey first. She is out live at Sam's, where they've got a big opening at the new store. And it's a hot day. Like you said, it's a good one to get some free AC inside. Right, Chelsea?
Absolutely, Mari. We're still a few hours away from everything that'll be happening today. The ribbon cutting is actually at 8 o'clock this morning. Doors open at 8:30, and it does feel nice outside right now. But believe me, that won't be lasting for long. Let's take a look at those temperatures to show you where we're at this morning. Many of us are in the upper 70s and low 80s. Currently, it's 82 degrees outside in Abilene. Folks in Breckenridge, you're at 82 as well. 77 in Brownwood and Coleman, 79 degrees in San Angelo. By lunchtime, though, we'll be into the low 90s, heating up in a hurry once that sun comes up. A good mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day. And later on this afternoon, we do bring in a 10% chance for some scattered showers and maybe even a stray thunderstorm or two. Temperatures will be making it to the century mark once again today. The rain we're tracking, we don't expect it to be really too bad, just a little bit of rain. So we're keeping your severe weather tracker in the low risk range. We'll talk more about your forecast and have more from Sam's Club coming up.
All right. Thank you very much, Chelsea. We're hearing this morning for the first time from the 8 people who were detained from a home on South 7th Street. Abilene police and SWAT team raided that home as they searched for their suspect in the armed robbery of the City Bank on South 14th. Well, police confirm now that the people in that house who were detained ended up having no connection to the robbery. But now these people say after being wrongly profiled, they want to clear their names. K-Texas reporter Kristen Pope spoke with the residents of that house and Abilene police regarding the situation.
Abilene police and their SWAT team searched this house early Tuesday morning looking for the man who robbed the South 14th City Bank. Jacob Powell was arrested later in the day Tuesday and is charged with aggravated robbery. The people in the house described the scene as police executed a search warrant.
I asked them to not, kick in my doors or whatever, that I would let them in my home. They could bring everybody out and do whatever they wanted to do, just to not make it so dramatic on the kids. And they said that they didn't have any choice in the matter.
I'm sure their job was arduous last night, having to go through everything and sort out suspects and cars and wrong identities and whatnot. So, I understand they have a job to do, and whether or not they get an apology, that's fine, but I just want their names cleared.
Did APD have probable cause to search the home? According to the search warrant we obtained, they did. It states that a person who knew the owner of the home called 911 and gave the owner's name as the one who did the bank robbery. The warrant also describes the robber's car as looking similar to the one at the South 7th address. The Abilene Police Department say they plan to personally resolve this matter with the people living in the home.
That was Kristen Pope reporting there. A police report does show that APD did retain a cell phone, drug paraphernalia, and other items from the home that they are now investigating. They also kept a gray men's suit jacket similar to what was worn by the bank robber. But again, we'd like to stress that police say the people in that house were found to have no connection to that robbery. Here is more information on the man who is charged with the bank robbery. Jacob Powell, 27 years old. Video here from shortly after he was arrested. Powell is charged with aggravated robbery. He's currently being held in the Taylor County Jail on a $150,000 bond. Other news here this morning, funeral services are now set for the Cooper High graduate who drowned at Possum Kingdom over the weekend. 26-year-old Lindsay Culver, who is living in Lubbock, will be remembered at a funeral service this Friday at Beltway Park Baptist Church here in Abilene. It is set for 1 o'clock. There will be a visitation on Thursday. It's from 6 to 8. Elliott Hamill Garden Memories. Culver's body was found in 35 feet of water near Hell's Gate a day after she went missing. That's while she was swimming on the crowded 4th of July weekend. Some folks out at Possum Kingdom, though, are back at home this morning after a wildfire in an extreme northeastern part of Stevens County forced an evacuation. A park spokesperson tells us they continue to monitor that situation. As of yesterday morning, the fire had burned more than 600 acres, but luckily not any structures. New information this morning about what happened moments after that Asiana Airlines Boeing 777 crashed in San Francisco. As that plane was crippled Off the runway there and on fire, flight attendants knocked on the cockpit door to ask the captain if they should evacuate. According to NTSB, the captain told them no. But the plane attendants overruled the captain when they saw fire beginning to consume the plane. Yesterday, 911 tapes were released, including one from a passenger.
You on the plane, ma'am?
Yes, I was on the plane. We've been on the ground, I don't know, 20 minutes to a half hour. There are people laying on the tarmac with critical injuries, head injuries. We're almost losing a woman here. We're trying to keep her alive.
Wow, geez, amazing. Attendants returned to the airport to make an emotional public appearance. 6 flight attendants were reportedly too traumatized to take the podium there. There were 12 flight attendants on board that plane, 3 of which were ejected from their seats on impact. 6 remain hospitalized. A bill that would enact tighter regulations on abortion in the state of Texas is on its way to the Senate now this morning. That's after the Texas House passed the bill Wednesday morning. Tuesday night, representatives debated for 10 hours before taking a first vote on the bill. 26 amendments were suggested by lawmakers, but they were all killed. Protesters on both sides of the issue showed up by the hundreds, hoping to be heard. Ultimately, a final vote yesterday morning, mostly along party lines, passed House Bill 2 onto the Senate. Our crew down in Austin talked to State Representative Susan King about her vote.
I'm glad that children will not be aborted after 20 weeks, but they failed to recognize the catastrophic impact of rape and incest on women. I don't understand that.
A Senate committee will hear the bill later today, and the full Senate expected to vote here within the next week on that bill. Coming up, new Sam's Club preparing to open its doors. Our very own Chelsea Humphrey, she's out there, going to bring us the latest on the big opening today. And developing news from Canada, officials there now confirming at least 20 people are dead now in that deadly train derailment. So when the news continues for Sweetwater, Brady, and Jayton on K-Texas this morning. Chelsea.
Well, we're tracking clear skies out there this morning, but we do have some rain chances in the forecast later on today. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Getting the facts and tracking storms in high definition. This is K-Texas This Morning with Maury Cockrow and meteorologist Chelsea Humphrey. Tracking storms in high definition. This is K-Texas This Morning. Now, your Storm Tracker HD forecast from meteorologist Chelsea Humphrey.
We've got those triple digits through Saturday. A little bit cooler, though, for us on Sunday, but those rain chances are returning to the area on Monday. And now we're back. We're actually in Sam's Club right now, where not a lot of people are, especially not customers right now. The grand opening, the ribbon cutting, starts at 8 o'clock today, and doors will open at 8:30. And we're here with Nate, who is the store manager. Nate, I know this store has about 35 more employees than the last one. Can you tell us what else is a little bit different about it?
Sure. This Sam's Club is 136,000 square feet. It's environmentally friendly. An example of that is in our freezer coolers, we've added LED lights. It's a great energy-saving feature in this club. We've also added a state-of-the-art hearing center that provides an extreme value to our members.
Okay, great. And I know we've got the ribbon cutting this morning, but it's not just the only day we're doing stuff. What's going on even into this weekend?
All right, so today, later on this afternoon, we've got Charles Haley. On Saturday, we've got Drew Pearson, another former Cowboy, and we also have a barbecue event going on this Saturday as well.
Okay. So lots of cool stuff going on. And if folks that are watching at home aren't members, what would they need to bring to actually become members?
All they need is a valid ID, and they can come and stop by our membership desk, and we'd love to take care of you.
Okay, sounds awesome. Well, like you said, definitely get out here today and check everything out, because this is a bigger and better store. Back to you, Mari.
I know, a lot of people I know have been waiting for this to open up. They're excited. Thank you, Chelsea. Okay, coming up here, for the first time since being caught, the only surviving suspect arrested here in the Boston bombing was in court yesterday. We have the details from the courtroom next on K-Texas This Morning. We're on the go. We have those free news and weather apps for all your mobile devices, bringing the latest facts and tracking storms wherever you go. Thanks for being with us. Now about 6:18 this morning. New this morning, at least 20 people have been confirmed dead in that small Canadian town where that train derailment led to a massive explosion. 30 other people who are missing are just presumed dead at this point, so maybe 50 total. Today, the families, though, are coming to terms with the loss of their missing loved ones. Anna Corin has the facts.
Under tight security, the man in charge of the company that owns the runaway train finally confronted an angry community now at the centre of one of the worst rail disasters in recent history.
I understand the extreme anger, and beyond that, we'll do what we can to address the issues here. We can't roll back time.
5 days ago, a freight train carrying 73 cars of crude oil derailed and exploded, wiping out the heart of downtown Lac Mégantic. Officials on the ground now believe as many as 60 people were vaporized, although only 15 deaths have been confirmed at this stage.
If I lived here, I would be very angry with the management of this.
Police say they've found evidence of tampering on the locomotive and have launched a criminal investigation. Separately, the engineer has been suspended without pay over whether or not enough brakes were engaged on the train. But that didn't stop local residents from directing their anger at the train company, as this morning township demands answers.
It's a bomb that is on the railroad. Why is it normal that is acceptable?
And for those reliving the horrors of that night, they describe the scene as apocalyptic.
We will all die. We will die. It's the end of the world.
For Therese Cousteau, her world will never be the same. Her son Rial lived in the town centre and hasn't been heard from since. His home no longer standing. For days I've lived in hope that my son would call, that he was still alive, but I know in my heart he is gone. The family has given DNA samples to investigators, but this 79-year-old mother is fearful they will never locate her son's remains.
Also sad. Many families are fearful that there will be nothing left of their family members. So we'll keep you updated on that investigation. For the first time since being caught, or arrested, I should say, after a standoff with Boston police, the surviving Boston Marathon bombing suspect appeared in court yesterday. 19-year-old Johar Tsarnaev pleaded not guilty to 30 charges, including the killing of 4 people. Some of the victims of that April attack were in attendance. Tsarnaev could face the death penalty if convicted. The other suspect, Tamerlan, his brother, was killed after a high-speed police chase. Major U.S. retailers are approving a plan now to improve safety conditions at Bangladesh garment factories. Several deadly accidents prompted this new plan. Retailers include Walmart, Gap, JCPenney. Plan calls for inspections of the plants and developing basic safety standards. An attempt to reduce student loan interest rates failing in the Senate. It's not good for students out there. The rates doubled from 3.4% to 6.8% on July 1st. That spike happened when Congress was unable to reach a deal to send to President Barack Obama. The measure yesterday would have dropped the rate back down, but it didn't receive enough votes. On the bright side, a few students are affected so far because not many signed their loans during the summer, so there's hope maybe something may happen before they do get to that here in the fall. Chelsea.
Well, we're tracking mostly clear skies out there for today with temperatures warming into the triple digits. I'll tell you more about it after the break. Welcome back, everyone. It's now 6:24 on your Thursday morning, and we're broadcasting live this morning. If you couldn't tell from the signs behind me, we're out at the brand new Sam's Club. It's not open yet. The grand opening ceremony actually starts at 8. The doors will open at 8:30, but this has been an anxiously awaited grand opening, and this store is going to be bigger than the other one. It's actually employing 35 more employees, so bringing jobs, and that's always good news. And you might want to come out here today just to enjoy the free air conditioning. Temperatures very hot out there through Saturday. A little more relief comes from some extra clouds for Sunday. Highs around 97 degrees, and we're tracking our next round of rain chances. They should be here by Monday night. Mari?
Yes, thank you very much, Chelsea. I'll see you soon. New questions right now about diet soda. According to Purdue University experts' review of recent scientific studies over the past 5 years, drinking diet soda, he says, does not lead to better health any more than drinking regular soda. The review has published as an opinion piece in the journal Trends in Endocrinology and Metabolism. Now, the American Beverage Association dismissing the report, saying it was, quote, an opinion piece, not a scientific study, but I think he's on to something. You know, I think Soda. You might as well just have the sugar one. At least you know it's sugar. I don't know what's in that other stuff. But I'm sure this won't affect people's soda drinking in any way, right? All right, coming up here on Kate Texas this morning, emotions ran high this week at the Capitol as the Texas legislators there passing a bill, that controversial House Bill 2 dealing with abortion. Latest on that coming up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.